So this is Jane Like Fire, and you guys just got off stage playing your 3 songs, Concealer, Blue, and Awesome. How do you guys feel right now?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I've had fun. How about you?
I was extremely nervous, but I feel like I reached a point where I was just able to play without thinking. Muscle memory took over, and it was really fun. I had a good time.
We're night and day in that aspect.
So how did you guys come up with the name Jane Like Fire?
It's hers.
So it's an anagram that I made when I was in 8th grade. So members at the time were me, Ale, him, Fernie, and our ex-drummer, Jake, right? So what I did was I took the letters of each of our names and I scrambled them to make a phrase, and I got Jane Like Fire.
And we also love not just your name, but the name of your songs and also the name of your last EP. But you told me about this certain story about a song.
Yeah, so the writing process of Concealer. So we had a get together where we were just writing, right? And we said we're gonna write until something comes out, right? But we ended up having a sleepover. We ended up we were up all night. Well, it kind of felt like work, but at one point we were just losing our minds because we were all sleep deprived.
Yeah.
When we were all high on sugar.
Good
It was
times.
crazy, and we were losing our minds in there, and we were all just taking turns playing different instruments that we don't play. And then we just came up with like this flow, and that's how we got the intro to Concealer, and then it grew into a song.
That is so interesting.
So while we're on that note, can you also talk about the creative process behind other songs? You guys released an EP recently, right? Can you guys talk about what went into that and maybe each song that as you can?
So there's a few different approaches. The one I think for the majority of the songs was I would kind of get like the rhythm section down. I'd have an idea of maybe a drum pattern or something that I'd want to do, and then a riff. And then I'd take it to them, and they'd be like, that's good, that's trash, whatever. And then we'd all work together to make it into something that we like. Sometimes I'll do leads, but for the most part, Ali usually writes all the leads on her stuff. And then everyone else will write their own parts based off like the shell creation of what I've done.
So you kind of touched on it, but what about the members and the roles?
So we got Cuke Antonio, our drummer, because of his Instagram username. We have Jade on the bass, Ali here with us on guitar, lead guitar, background vocals, and then me, Fernie, rhythm guitar, main vocals.
Yeah.
And so you said that it's mainly you doing the writing and all that production stuff, right?
Yeah, like he lays down the groundwork, and then from there we edit like nonstop until we like it.
Yeah.
I like laying down my lead because I love
Yeah.
I love my melodies, right? And then from there we just keep tweaking it until we enjoy it.
So do you also write lyrics or?
No, I do not.
So mostly
Generally, I'll just like pitch in like, oh, maybe you should do this.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that. But for the most part, I step away from the lyrics, and yeah, maybe I'll help title, but.
So in writing, who does the lyrics? Because I thought, like, maybe because I'm not. So that's the production, or is that?
It's a little bit of both. I usually do most of the lyrics. A lot of it comes down to what am I trying to say and what sounds cool. A lot of times I'll have to cut back what I'm saying in order to make it sound good. That's part of production, but it's also part of writing. So in a lot of ways, production and writing sometimes clash, or they'll sometimes work together.
So what comes first, the lyrics or the guitars?
Guitars.
Yeah.
Guitars always.
With us, at least, yeah, we
Yeah.
write instrumentals first.
We talked about your EP that released last year. Are we waiting on a full album?
Yes. Yeah,
We
so
are.
we're supposed to do, I'm not going to say how many more songs we have, but we do have more songs coming out that's going to complete it, and that'll be a full album. It'll go from an EP to an album.
That's really cool. How many sleepovers are you guys trying to pull up for that?
That remains to be seen. That is still in planning.
We're trying to squish a few in before I graduate.
And maybe as far as any other plans, any tours, shows, you guys, what else do you have?
I know we have the Las Cruces Rocks Fest. I don't know if we can mention that here next door, but that's May 30th, and we have a couple shows coming up that we'll start posting about once they get closer. But we have a show every month until like June.
Have you guys played in cruises before?
Yeah, we played at Amador before it closed down 2 years ago.
Man, that was a great venue.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really, I remember my dad sent me the post of it closing, and we were like, really? That was like a crazy good spot. That was a really good spot.
It was. Well, thank you. This is Jane Like Fire. And remember, you guys are listening to Exit Stage Left here on 88.5 FM KTEP.